All right, this is Mirrors, What We'll Never See. Came off of their most recent album. I think I did at least one or two songs. I know I did one for sure, but maybe another one from this album. I dug it. I definitely liked what I'd heard from these guys, and I've never heard of this band before then. This is a recommendation from a viewer, so hey, thanks a lot for those. Keep them coming. I think this is a really old recommendation, so I'm sorry if I'm coming around to this super late. Just trying to get through as many as I can amongst everything else going on. So, again, this is Mirrors, What We'll Never See from their record label on YouTube. Oh, no, this is their official account on YouTube. Here we go. Echoey lead, maybe a synth too. Ooh. Love the production of the drum set right away. They're just keeping that moving lead in the background. And like maybe some synth tones, like big synth tones in the background just to set that mood. Ooh. So one of the things I liked from the first song I did for these guys was the heavy emphasis on like a hi-hat heavy verse. Doing that again here. Kind of a unique hi-hat rhythm too, if I'm hearing it right. Now it's more standard. I like the bass that was going on there. I like that riff. Yeah. Adult chorus for me, but hey, you're probably sick of me saying that because I say it all the time. I like that transition from the cleans to the heavy vocals there. Ooh. I love their use of bass. That's another thing I remember from the first reaction to them. Just the emphasis on the bass and like letting it stick out, and not just the underneath rhythm guitar. Damn, dude, listen to those toms. So full. Ooh, this is interesting. That's a cool little guitar run. Again, those toms. They're just massive in the mix. I need more bands to do this. Oh, yes, dude. Holy shit. Cool riffs. Super chunky tone with the lead over top still. Okay, damn, that was a cool section. Almost, I mean, would you call that a bridge? I mean, it's like a little mini breakdown at a fast pace in between choruses. I don't know. So I assume we're gonna get right back into a chorus here, maybe a verse. I mean, coming off of what we just heard, this chorus was even more disappointing the second time. I'm sorry. This might be the end. You just kind of hear the way that they try to change things. It's a little bit more epic feeling. I think they added a little bit more synth in the background. Just like some ambient sounds in the background. Ooh, okay. Oh, give us a real breakdown. Those toms. Oh, that was the end. Shit. Yeah, you could hear it in the final chorus there. Just the addition of the heavy vocals at the end over top of the cleans. I think they did both at the same time, and they added a little bit of kind of a ambient or orchestral element to the very back of the mix. It became a lot more epic sounding, which is kind of a clue that you're coming to the end of the song. At least they added that little break kind of a breakdown. I mean, I wouldn't even call that a breakdown. They added a little bit of a heavy twist at the end of the song there. I just would have taken like a full on breakdown, or like it would have been cool if they would have done like that, what they did at the end, and then into a crushing like 4 measure breakdown really quick, and then do a fade out with the that kind of up tempo stuff that they were doing in the middle, like bridge section with the hi hat. Man, if they would have done that, yeah, I mean, not that I know anything, but just from my own personal taste, I think that would have worked really well. Regardless, Mirrors, What We'll Never See, that was a lot of fun, man. I definitely need to check out more of these guys. A brand new band to me, besides that one I reviewed, had to be months ago now, probably off the same album. They they do a really, really, really good job of mixing clean and heavy vocals. I'll start with that because I'm not much of a vocals guy, but it sticks out to me just because of the way that they mix and match it, and it fits so well. And that's saying something for someone like me. Um, the guitar work, I mean, they have cool riffs, they have unique riffs. I wouldn't say they're complicated. I haven't heard anything that just blew my mind with technicality, but they have enough moving parts and enough little kind of flares. A common one is just like at the end of a bar, just to kind of go up to like a higher note, boo doo doo wee, stuff like that. It helps a little bit. Just even if it is a relatively simple riff, just gives your I don't know. For me, it just gives you something else to think about, something else to focus on, and it breaks up what could have been a monotonous kind of riff there. Um, they do a great job of using their bass too. Again, kind of like what I just said about guitar, I wouldn't say that like there's anything mind blowing technicality wise coming out of the bass, but enough sections where they either have it doing something different than the rhythm guitar, or it's just isolated completely. They definitely did it at the beginning of the song, and I think somewhere in the middle. They definitely did it in the first song that I reviewed from these guys way back when. Drum kit wise, man, I'll say the same thing. Nothing crazy technicality wise from this song, but just the things they choose to do with it. I'm in love with, man. For one, the production. I mean, they emphasize the stuff that I dig. They emphasize the hi hat, they emphasize the cymbal crispness, and they emphasize the toms. I mean, probably some of the best tom sounds I've heard from any bands and that I can think of off the top of my head right now from any genre. I can't get enough of that full encompassing tom sound. You can tell like when he's hitting different toms because they're tuned differently, and especially the floor tom. Just it gives you that huge like kick, like that you can just kind of feel like if you were at a show, you would feel that like in the center of your fucking body. And it's definitely distinct enough that it separates itself from the bass kick, like the actual kick drum. Um, yeah, and he does a lot of those cool hi hat grooves that I'm a big fan of. Lots of cool tom fills, and yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but just a lot of stuff from these guys that I'm really digging, and I certainly need to give them more listens to either this album or their previous albums. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm sure that I'll be doing a lot more of these guys.